We have 6 days until a full moon comes in for July of 2025. It's called the buck moon. And it is quite a powerful moon that's coming in. There's been a lot of things happening here on the property. And I'm at the point where I can't ignore the energy that has been looping around. And what I mean is there's patterns and cycles of energy that just continue to rebound and come back and come back and come back. It's to the point where it's affecting myself and affecting people who live here. So I'll show you guys the barn as it's coming along. It's really starting to come along really nicely. Very beautiful building. Very, very beautiful. One of the prettiest and very large. Be here for a long time after everyone gone from this land property. So my theory is that we have some energy in the big bank barn off to the right. So you can barely see it, but my theory is there is some energy in there that is unresolved. And at this point, I'm thinking that this energy is traveling through the property from the barn, but originating from the barn, if that makes any sense. Like, when we first got this property, there was a window in the barn that now is missing, and no one took the window out. It's just missing. I see some eyes right there. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. If that's a skunk or maybe a cat, or I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what that is. That's weird. It's lit though. Do you guys see that? It's probably a cat. Let's see if we can walk over here. Yeah, okay. Someone just turned its head. Kitty? Kitty, 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 kitty. There's actually multiple lights there in the corner. I don't know if you guys can... What the shit is that? What is it? What kind of animal would that be? Like, there's multiple lights throughout the corn stalks right there, and they're all the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, okay, the eyes just turned. I don't know what kind of little critters were right there. I have no idea. Kind of creepy. So, this barn was also built in 1887. It's got fieldstone base and it's very, very eerie inside. I say that out of respect to the property, but there is an eerie feeling up here. And I want to go in eventually at night and investigate. We had my son and his friends one night with some paranormal equipment, K2, REM pod, stuff like that, and they went in one night and they had gotten some strange responses on the spirit box, the SB7 spirit box as well, which is battery operated scanning device. It scans through channels very, very quickly so that you can attempt to pick up disembodied voices. That's what SB7 does. And they had picked up some very, very angry voices from the barn, which I said is 1887. There's like underneath, there's a floor inside that goes across. It's kind of wild. It's huge. And it's just odd. There's some ropes in there that seem to go nowhere, which is, I don't know, it kind of makes you wonder about, like, what happened in the barn, you know. I just saw Kitty the Corn run down my staircase. So him and I are having this little back and forth thing right now where we're kind of, I love him and want him to come to me, and he's not having it. He's a tease. He's like, I'm gonna come get the kid food, but I don't want you to pet me or touch me or anything. And I'm like, all right, Kitty the Corn. So a couple nights ago, I was sitting on the second story porch late. I'm up really, really late at night. And I could hear, because it's very quiet here, I could hear banging coming from the bank barn again. And that's not the first time I've heard this. It's happened before. And I, at that time, was just thinking it's the wind. The wind comes through because it has some openings and it's open underneath. So wind is banging stuff around. You know, no worries, that kind of thing. Well, a few nights ago, I was sitting up, like I said, on the second porch. And it looked to me, no joke, like someone was walking through the barn itself, and I could just hear and detect like the wood, like someone was walking across the floor in there, like you could nearly hear it, and it wasn't like a bird, or it was distinct footsteps. So it was kind of like really, really weird. And I've had, you know, when you're a psychic person, intuitive, hell, not even those gifts, but you're just aware, and you can start hearing things from buildings on your property, and you can hear them moving around, or you just get it. The hair stands up on your arms because you can just get this feeling of something's looking back at you. Let's go down in here a little bit, guys. See what we got over here. So she's big, and they're working on this diligently. Every single day they're working on it. It's quite the construction site right now. But it's just so beautiful and well built. You can see some of the work that's being done up here, and it's Very, very cool building. And like I said, it'll stand the test of time. This building will be here for hundreds of years past what time that we have here. So this is the underneath. It's very, very large. So did you guys hear that? Like, I literally hear somebody one night. Okay, false alarm. That's some fireworks way off in the distance. That's what that is. Walk in here. Hold on a second. All right. So this property is 138 years old and all original buildings. Okay. And it's just incredible. I just love it. It's going to be an amazing addition to this property. And hopefully it won't have any weird vibes like the old bank barn does, because the old bank barn definitely has some... I promise you guys, I'm not just going to talk about it, but maybe tomorrow night, if I'm feeling a little better, I've been kind of a little under the weather, I will grab a flashlight and maybe some equipment, some paranormal equipment, and head over there, and I'll show you guys the interior. Whoa. I'll show you the interior of the barn and the drop points where there's these giant ropes and there's just openings at the bottom. It just gives you a really eerie feeling. I just sense something in there. So here's me at this. Lots of scrap wood, and we had some really, really bad storms come through the area Monday. And I have some footage that will blow your mind. It was just like rapids running from the creeks, and we were actually out running errands, and it got really, really bad. And I was like, whoa, I'm having Hurricane Ian flashbacks right now, kids, because we were right in the middle of Hurricane Ian in Florida. And that was by far a pretty scary hurricane. So, I hope everyone's having an amazing night. And everyone is safe and sound and in good vibes. And if you're in pain, emotional pain, physical pain, keep watching this video, guys, because I'm going to tell you a story. And the story is true. God strike me dead where I'm standing here on earth. And that's my guarantee to my viewers. I am not fibbing, making up anything, embellishing it, or anything else. These are real happenings that have happened to me. And take it or leave it, But keep watching the video, and I will tell you what happened to me just about a week ago. So you're on a farm in a state when you got this. You see that? Look at that. I was the girl with the manicures and pedicures and my Ulta Beauty shopping trips and my everything to the T. Beautiful. Took care of myself. And not that I'm not doing that now, but child, I switched it over for some farm work. There's no time now to do that. That's why when my vacation comes up soon, about 5 weeks out, international travel, I plan on getting a manicure and a pedicure for my big trip with my best friend and only love, JB. And I can't wait because I'm actually going to have some self-care with that. And it's been a while since I don't think I've had a manicure or pedicure in, I'm going to say a long time. A year, probably like maybe a year and a half, something like that. Somebody else out here walking. Who's over there?
What? What's wrong?
It's my husband. All right, guys, keep watching the video for my story coming up.